Hello, my name is Jason Hardis. I'm with the Hardis team. I'm one of our buyers agents here, and today we're going to talk just a little bit real quick about some quick financing stuff. For the majority of financing information, you can contact me and I'll get you in touch with one of our recommended lenders. The Hardis team does a little interview process with the lenders and also kind of a transition or a trial process with most lenders to test their knowledge and how responsive they are with customers and stuff like that. So if we ever recommend somebody to you, it's not on a whim or a spur. We've actually done some homework. But as far as some of the basics with the financing goes, we're going to start off with the actual process, the interview process, or the initial process when you go to speak with the lender. They'll need certain documentation. Typically, it's 2 years worth of W-2s and tax information, 2 months worth of bank statements, your last 2 paycheck stubs, and any additional income that you have, such as child support and things like that. They'll need documentation on that when you come in. You'll sit down with the lender, you'll go through the process, they'll run your credit, they'll look over the documentation, make sure all the paperwork, they'll punch in the computer and find out what you're going for as far as rates and what programs you're qualified for, Once that process is done, you'll kind of sit back and talk to them about budgets, the amount that you fully qualify for, the programs and any limitations that they may have as far as programs, and whether it's a government program or just conventional lending. There are certain programs in our area for certain towns in which you may be able to still do 100% financing, which is a rarity in the market right now. So all that stuff will be discussed with the lender, and as you walk away, typically the lender will give you a pre-approval or pre-qualification letter. Pre-approval being better means they're a little further along in the process, but some banks have actually gone to calling a pre-approval pre-qualification, which the Hardis team knows of these banks, and we will make sure that that's communicated properly to the other agent as well. With that letter, that's our letter that gives us an advantage in the negotiation process, letting them know that you are a ready-to-go buyer at the price that we're looking at. And it actually really kind of gives you that little edge. When they know you're able to buy, they're a little bit more flexible than if you still are trying to get through the financing process. The lender afterwards will talk to me, communicate with me, let me know what's going on. And at that point, we'll sit down and kind of go over it again with me and you, talk about budgets again, making sure that we're looking at the right price range of homes, the right type of homes, whatnot, that can be dictated by what program you're in. For more information or anything like that on the lending or the lending process itself, don't hesitate to go to hardisbuyers.com and ask the question on my blog. We are actually in the process of having one of these lenders come in and do an interview. So if you'd like to have any questions or stuff answered, please just email me at jason@thehardesteam.com, and I will sure ask your question when we have it up and rolling. So thank you, and I will talk to you again later.